ahead, thanks guys.
Justin, what's your thoughts on the game and how it all played out tonight?
Thoughts on the game that they felt that Melbourne they were ready. They came out and they gave the first couple punches in the first quarter, set the tone, and so we had to, play catch up for most of the game. So I just felt that our intensity level didn't match them in the beginning.
In games like this, there's all sorts of different points, but missing, I think, 13, 14 free throws, how damaging is that in a game that's ended up so close?
I mean, and it's detrimental when the focus. We should have focused more better on the free throw line, knowing that we're on the road. Guys, had the opportunity to cut the lead down when we can, but it wasn't just the free throws. There's other things that we could have probably capitalized on, but free throws missing 14 doesn't help.
What do you think it was that made it so difficult for you to get over the line? It seemed like you kept it so close but couldn't really penetrate them.
I just think because they got, they seen it that they had us down. I felt that they got their mojo going. They got too many vets, too many guys who won championships before, in certain areas. So I just think they felt that once they had us on our back of our heels, that they got it going, and we never responded like we were supposed to.
Can you give us an idea of the state of Gary's ankle coming into the series? When he was in a boot basically a week before, and he obviously did it again tonight. Mm-hmm. How bad was that ankle coming into the series?
He was 100% healthy. I mean, it was just unfortunate that it just got tweaked when it did. We had no ankle problems since the last time you guys seen him in the boot. He was been practicing fully and healthy, and his condition was fine. It was just an unfortunate situation at that time.
Can you talk about Sam's impact in this series, going up against two really solid big men, and it seemed like Sam was sort of the best one out of every big man out there?
Yeah, no, Sam put that work in, and so I felt that we scored 74 points in the game in the paint last game, and one of them was committed to him and GC finding ways in there. So he had we wanted to go and work inside for most of this series and get Sam going, but we knew that was going to be a focal point with them to try to be more aggressive with him, and so hopefully we thought that was going to open up for some of the guys on the outside. The rim had a lid on us for a nice amount of time, and it wasn't probably the great defense that they was playing. It was just some of the shots that we missed, but Sam had a dominant series.
Sam, what was the reason that you saw why you guys were able to stay with them but weren't able to snatch that lead?
I mean, they hit some big shots. We'd go down, we get it to 6 or 7, and then give up a no board. Golding hit a 3. Shaley hit some big ones. Sort of stretch it out. They were very timely, and I guess that's the experience of those guys that, they know when to step up in those moments, and they did tonight.
What did this series do for your confidence? I'm sure you have supreme confidence in yourself anyway, but to do that against guys like JLA and Hook Porty, two really impressive defensive bigs, what does that do for you going into next season?
I mean, it's great for me. I think I backed off towards the back end of the season. Kind of my aggression, and then coming into the Tassie game, I was a bit embarrassed after that performance, and so I knew coming into this one, I'm a big part of this team, and I have to play well for us to have a chance. So that was kind of my mindset going into it.
Sam, what's the feeling like right now when you guys game one right in it till that last bit? This one tonight had chances. You guys could have been in the grand final.
Could have been, but yeah, I mean, it sucks. There's no other way to put it. It sucks. It's shit, but the exciting thing is so many guys are coming back from this team. JT's here for another 3 years. We wanted to get it done this year because we love this team. Everyone, it would have been awesome to win with this team, but going forward, it's exciting, and I think we start to look to the future now.
Has the way you guys have competed in this series given you, I guess, even more hunger to, for this group to take that next step next year, especially given where you came from? We know that's been talked about to death, but as Roy said, you guys were right on the precipice of making a grand final and keeping this Cinderella run going, and now got a chance to build on that.
I mean, 100%. We weren't big fans of the fairy tale Cinderella story. This team was put together at the start of the year to win. We started poorly, we fixed it, and we got back to where we believed we should have been. It was a hell of a series against the best team all year, and we believe we probably could have beat them. We should have beat them. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff we'll go back and watch that we could have fixed this, but so it's a bit bittersweet. we believe and we know we could have done it. It just sucks that we didn't.
Justin, this was not your team when you took over. You inherited this roster, and I'm sure you've done whatever you can to maximise and done a fantastic job with that this year. Have you given any thought as to what sort of little tweaks or areas you might want to address in the off-season, and areas you could even make greater strengths heading into next season?
For sure. I mean, that's a list of them, of positive and negatives. But, that's something, for another day with this group. I think this is going to hurt enough for us not to be reminded what we could have done or what we need to do for the next couple months. But yeah, this, I know I didn't inherit. I mean, I inherited the team, but this is my team. I had my hands selected or knew who was going to be a part of this team as I was coming in as an assistant. So I was building that relationship there. So this is my group, and like I told them, I'm proud of them, the way we, being able to put ourselves in an opportunity like this, because, our season could have been over February 18th, and we could have been at home or doing whatever, but our guys kept fighting and kept playing, and so that just shows us where our future is.
Justin, what's your message going to be to the younger guys on the team who, like Dave O'Hickeys and some of these guys who have stepped up for you?
Just like, they got the experience now. Now find ways, and we'll give them ways to kind of enhance us and help us in the season next year, and then, give them more defiant roles, and hopefully they build off that. But they see and got a taste of what the playoffs like and the semifinals is. So, I mean, that should be hungry enough for them.
JT, how has the end of this season and this really intense playoff series expedited your development as a head coach? Because you came in as someone who hadn't been a head coach in the pros, and now you've gone through a series against a coach like Dean, against this sort of team. How's your growth been from the start?
Unbelievable, challenging, but also great, because I've learned a lot every game, every series that I get a chance to go against the Deans and Scott and JR. And things like that, I learned from them, just what their tactics and their, things that they do with their group. But this has been a very challenging situation for me. But basketball is fun, so I mean, it's not like it's challenging me pulling my hair out, and I dislike it. I love the moment of it, and I love teaching these guys and learning from them as well, because it's not all about what I say or what I do. It's about what we say, what's best for us as a group, and it's always been that with me. So, but learning this playoff run, this opportunity that the management, the Hawks gave me, has been a life lesson, and I've been enjoying it.
Fast forwarding a little bit, but what are your confidence levels that you guys would be able to retain Gary, assuming that you do want to retain Gary Clark?
Yeah, for sure. We definitely want. I want everybody back on this team. I mean, but at the end of the day, we know this is a professional league. We got to, do our best to retain and give them back. But GC and Sam, everybody knows I want the same 12, 13 guys that was in there. But if that doesn't work out, we'll find a way to make it work. But that is our first priority.
Thanks.